Hi and welcome. Another week, another brand new release. This time I got the new FNIRSI HS-01, an intelligent soldering iron as FNIRSI call it. The soldering iron falls in the category of USB-powered smart soldering irons that are popping through the market these days. I was quite curious to see this product since it is the first soldering iron from FNIRSI, and left me also pretty intrigued after seeing the features and checking the price. So before moving on to the features, I want to thank FNIRSI for sending this unit for review without any cost to me, and also my viewers that are awesome have been using the channel affiliate links on the screen and also the product affiliate link in the description to support the channel. Since after you use these links and for a short period I receive a small commission for your purchases on AliExpress and Amazon. So thank you so much for sponsoring the channel even without paying a cent more on your purchases. It is time. Let's move to the soldering iron features. So first things first, let me show you what comes in the box. This box has two orders that were sent for review. Let me take this one first, it's the biggest. Let's see. Okay, so what we have in here. This is for another review. I will save it for later. Yeah, not for now. So what's in the box? We have this small one. Oh, we have this small box. This is the soldering iron. Okay, I will open this in a bit. Let's see what else do we have in here. Let me take everything out. Okay, very nice. So we have here a little sponge. I think it's for this small iron holder that comes with it. We have, whoa, what is this, man? Whoa, this is a very nice USB cable. Look at this length. This is silicone, totally. Very nice, very flexible. Yeah, look at this. Very, very flexible. It has this protection. Whoa, this looks very high-end. I think this is metal, yeah. Yeah, very nice. Okay, and also packaged with a 65 watts GaN power supply. Also awesome power supply. It weighs a bit. We have in here also, let me see. So we have this adapter USB Type-C to DC plug. I forgot to tell you this is USB Type-C also. And what else we have? Okay. We have a thermal probe or thermal sensor, a heat sensor. Yeah. And 6. And we have 6 tips for the iron. I don't know if this is like the HS-01 KR. Yeah, I don't know if this is like the TS-101 tips. They are very similar. I don't know if they are equal. I will get mine in a bit and check that out. So 6 tips also included. Very nice. Seems very well. Okay, so let's see what we have inside here. Let me get my knife and open this. So, whoa, these guys keep improving. Okay, let's take it out. Ooh, yeah, the box has some features, some specifications. DC 9 to 20 volts. Yeah. Okay, we have here the user manual. Whoa, what is this? Is this Portuguese? Whoa, very nice. So what we have in here? We have Portuguese, Chinese also. Obviously it should have English. And I think I saw some Russian in here also. Yeah, very nice. And we have Portuguese. Very nice indeed. They are improving a lot. Very nice. Whoa. And here we have it. This should have here a tip also delivered, but since I got all 6 of them, no biggie. Let me take this out. Oh, and this has a cover. How this works? Like this? Ah, very nice. And you have the iron protected. Okay, so let's connect. Whoa. It's telling you to connect a tip to the iron. Okay. I will do that in a bit. I think this will make more... this makes more sense like this, yeah. With the brand on top. I must say that this seems to be very nice. There is a good work in here. These guys are improving by the day. Very nice. Okay, in terms of first impressions, this is all metal. It seems very well finished, yeah. And you have here a rubber-like finishing that will allow you to solder like this. It's a bit large, but yeah, you can work with it. Okay, so you will not slip. You have these 2 buttons and a USB Type-C charger, and that's it. It's one of those USB powered soldering irons, but it feels really good, and yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, I will connect the power and see how it works in terms of operation. Okay, so let's choose, I like this one, a tip, and connect to see how this iron works. Yeah, like this. Yeah, it should open easily, I say. Okay, here we have it. It enters without a problem. I have here my tips from the TS-101. The connector are almost the same, but since this one will enter more until the end, yeah, it will not pass over here. But the connectors are almost the same, so it's proprietary or something like that. But yeah, this seems pretty good. I would prefer this part to be a little thinner, so it will handle better. But anyway, it seems okay. Well, since this is so small, let's take this out. I don't have any problem with the reflection that this does. Okay, so as any good electronics or computer guy, I first used this and then read the instructions. So it seems that I already made a mistake. To install this, you first have to take this out. Okay. You insert the tip and then you apply this to lock it. And this will not come out. This is the first thing. So now that we have that sorted out, I also can show you how this really works. Okay, so we are booting. So after booting, you have two buttons, as you can see. Okay, you have there a little button blinking, so let's press this. Just a quick press. He heat up very fast. As you can see, it takes only a few seconds to get to 300 degrees. That's the set temperature at 20 volts, 60 watts, 65 watts power supply. So now that we have that figured out, so to enter the menu, you just press both buttons at the same time for a while. Okay. And now you have several options. The first of all is brightness. To enter this option, you press the right button for a while, and now you can set the brightness as you wish. Okay. When you finish, just press again the right button. Oops. For a while. Yeah, long press. And you will go back to the menu. Using the direction keys, you can change between options. We have brightness, calibrate. Let's see how it works. Okay, you have there the compensation in degrees. 0 degrees is that everything is fine. If you need to compensate for more or less, you just come here and do that. Long press again. You have also the temperature units, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Let me see what next. You have the sleep time. After 20 minutes of inactivity, it will sleep. Okay, it seems good. And also the sleep temperature, that is 200 degrees. Okay. We have the child lock, open or close. Okay. And we can change the language also to Chinese or English only. Let's leave it in English. And health, you can use on left or right hand. I use the right hand, and I think, okay, let's press again the two buttons. No. We have to turn on and press the oops. So let's press both buttons. What? Again. Okay, for a while. So brightness, calibrate, demo, sleep, child lock, language, handheld, voltage selection. Okay, we can manually define the voltage selection that you want to use, 9, 12, 15 or 20. In this case, it was automatically set to 20. And we are back to brightness. So a pretty simple menu. You have just to get acquainted with the keyboard, with the key usage. If you press this button, I believe it will go, no, okay, for a while, yeah, it will go directly to the main menu. Yeah, nothing special. Left, it will decrease temperature. Right, it will increase temperature. You don't have presets, you just have this temperature set. I don't know if you have anything like turbo or something like that, but I don't think so. And yeah, let's use this and see how it is melting scene on a board, for example. So if you saw my previous reviews of electric irons or solder stations, you already know this little guy. It's a piece of board PCB with a huge chunk of solder in it. I also tested to see if the solder adheres right and with the temperature. What I'm going to do now is to power on and to see how much time it takes and how it handles with these large blobs of solder. When you are connecting the tip, don't forget to put the tip in a position that will allow you to see what is on the screen, and it will be well positioned on the work area, because yeah, if it's like this, it will not be very useful to you. Okay, let's power it on. I have set this to 380 degrees. Let's see how much time it will take to get there. Okay. It seems to get there very fast, really. Let's see if this melts. I'm using this knife-shaped tip. Okay, it seems to start already to melt. But yeah, it's melting the tin. It needs a little more power. Yeah, it's able to melt. It takes a little bit to get there. But yeah, it seems to be able to melt everything without a problem. Let's see it. But it takes a little while to heat up the tip to the temperature that it needs to be to melt everything. Okay, now that it's on the right temperature, let's try this one and to see. Yeah, as you can see, this one it's not heated first, and yeah, seems to melt this without any problem. Look at this. This one, it's not heated yet. Yeah. The tip takes a little while to get to the right temperature, but once it is at that temperature, you will not have any problem. Look at this. Okay, let's start a new blob. I always do that. And see how it does. Okay. Yeah. It seems to adhere without any problem. Okay, so now I will just do the test of how much time it will take from the boot to melt some solder to see. And yeah, let's move on. Okay, so we already have this one. I think this is the K65 that I already opened. Let me show you what else is delivered. We have this one. If I'm not wrong, this is the BC3. Yeah, it's a little round. It's a conic. It's not conical. It's a round level tip. We have also, I think this is the BC2. Sorry, this is the BC3 and this is the BC2. It's the same but a little bit smaller. We have another knife, and this is the Key R. I think, I'm not sure right now, but yeah, this is the Key R. And we have the conical. This is one of the most common tips for these soldering irons. This is the B2, yeah. And we have the ILS. This is very pointy. So yeah, and that is what is delivered in terms of tips with the soldering iron. So next I'm gonna do a small test. I'm gonna take this out. This tip takes a little bit longer to heat, and I want to test this with, I don't know, yeah, this one, it will be okay. Let's put it again and apply the locking screw, and this is well locked. So what it does with this test is you just use a small portion of solder, and yeah, let's see how much time it will take to melt the solder in the soldering iron. Okay, so I will connect. This is completely cool. I think this is set to 380 degrees, and when I press this, it will start heating. Let's see how much time it will take to melt the solder. Okay, we have time. So it was not so fast as a soldering iron that I have here. That takes 2 seconds. So considering this is a 65 watts soldering iron, I don't think the time was that so bad. And yeah, it's melt the solder pretty fast. It takes a couple of seconds to heat up. So FNIRSI says that for 20 volts with 65 watts, it should take about 8 seconds. That's what we have here. I added a counter on the screen, so by this time we should be able to see if that's true or not. Okay, let's move on. Let me wrap this up by starting to say that this soldering iron surprised me in a positive way with a few strong points. First, let me talk about the design, the packaging, and the finish. The finish is really nice, all metal. There is a soft blue version and this one black matte that I have here. In the complete version, it is delivered with a very nice 60 watts power supply and a USB cable that is awesome. Silicone, super flexible, and yeah, they also include this one. This is a USB Type-C to DC adapter cable that will allow you to connect the soldering iron to any power supply with a DC plug. Even yet it's not a premium device, it is a very good effort in that way. FNIRSI is pushing its quality and product presentation, and that is clearly visible in this device. I think they are in the right direction with the changes they are implementing in their products. This is not the fastest USB-powered iron that I've tested here in the workbench, but even with a couple seconds more to heat up, it can handle the job pretty well. I would prefer an insert and go tip system, but the lock screw also has its advantages, since the tip is strongly secure while working. Now let's get to the price of this device. That is being sold on AliExpress for 35 euros, or more or less 38 American dollars, bucks, for the base version, and around 81 euros or $88 for the complete version with the fabulous USB Type-C cable, this one, the power supply, and 6 tips, a pretty awesome bang for your buck. Still, on what you get for your buck topic, FNIRSI has an optional killer design soldering station if you want to pump up the design of your workbench, and mainly, what I really want to mention is the price of the original tips. They are selling the original replacement or extra tips at almost 9 euros or something like $10. And that is also a killer price for original tips, not clones. For me, this is also a huge pro. Everything considered, in my humble opinion, this is a really good tool for the price you pay. Well finished, accessible, and with quality. And you even have this tip to store it with the tip protected. So if you are in the market for a soldering iron, please remember that you have the affiliate link to buy this device in the description of this video, or you can use the affiliate access links here on the screen. So again, thank you for your help, it's really appreciated. If you learned something and this video was useful to you, please smack that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell to activate all notifications and be the first one to be notified whenever I upload a new video. That's it for today. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe. Cheers!